Warren Buffett, one of the richest men to grace the earth, amassing a wealth of $134 billion. Looked up to by many for his outstanding knowledge on long-term investments and arguably has the whole world in the palm of his hands. But do not be fooled. In today's video, I'll be discussing the purposely hidden loopholes that people like Warren Buffett and other many ultra wealthy entrepreneurs use to sustain their empires and keep rich, and how you can use these said methods to make it in life. But to do this, we need to take a time machine back to 1962, when Warren Buffett was officially declared a millionaire on paper. He had partnerships in other companies in which $1,025,000 belonged to him. Now, imagine you're in his shoes and you've just hit your first $1 million. Most people would buy a property, buy a car, flaunt their money, and do other irresponsible decisions with their money. But Warren had other plans. With full confidence, he invested every single bit of his last money into a textiles company called Berkshire Hathaway, and now in 2024 is valued at $878 billion. He discovered the light bulb moment which would later be the cause of his wealth empire. He realized that you don't pay tax on the increase of the value of said stock, but only when you sell the stock back on the market. So at this point you may be asking yourself, if the stock goes up in value but you can't directly sell it, how does this benefit him? Well, this is where the big secret that a lot of people don't know about gets unveiled. When you own an asset such as stocks or real estate, you can take a loan from the bank of up to 75% of the value of said asset. And you can do this without paying tax or interest on it. This is because you're using that said asset as collateral, which essentially means if you're dumb and you can't pay the money back, the bank's gonna take that sweet house or the stock of yours. But most rich people aren't dumb, and they've become familiar with this method of how to get into good debt. People make excuses, and they say that the rich are the most evil and heartless people in today's society because they avoid paying taxes. But loopholes like this have been around for more years than I have been on this earth. It's just about finding them. But please do not get it twisted. This is no overnight success story. This takes years and years to get to the position where he did. People think that by investing or making one right move on the chessboard, you'll have every single penny you could dream of. But before worrying about making passive income, you need to learn how to make active income. This is not a strategy for the lazy. And going further on with this point, Warren Buffett used to sell Coca-Cola door to door in his early years. But we're now in 2024, and making a stable income is deemed near impossible for the average person. The normal 9 to 5 that your parents use to buy a house will not cut it nowadays. We're living in a new age, where technological advances are bringing out so much more opportunities you won't be able to get by flipping burgers. Warren took advantages of the opportunities in his time, and if you want to achieve financial freedom in yours, you need to take action. So I want you to lock in and listen up. Here are some opportunities that you can delve into right now, but please be warned, they will not be around forever. When you hear people talk about crypto, I'm sure that most of you take a blind eye to it, thinking that it's very difficult to get into the space and take advantage of big pumps to make your money. But don't be fooled by big words and a chart on the screen. As Warren once said, if you can't find a way to make money in your sleep, you'll work until you die. Crypto still has a booming market, with ordinary people still getting rich every single day. It's not just the big Bitcoin whales that are making the profit. There are hundreds of thousands of Twitter spaces you can join for free to learn about meme coins. Something that a lot of people don't take too serious, but serious money's made. So take a word of advice from me. Not just with crypto, but life in general. You need to be able to lose and lose over again in order to get a big win. I can't even describe the amount of money I lost when I was broke because I was trying and learning. Please think about this one for a second. If you're young, what do you really have to lose? That money that you get from your part-time job is just going to be burnt on stupid purchases. So why not use that money to learn some extensive knowledge? This applies for everything, not just crypto and meme coins. You need to be able to fail to eventually win. If failure is your biggest concern before you've even tried, you was never even meant to win anyway. But back to the topic of crypto. These opportunities are not going to be around for long. As I'm sure you already know, governments are doing everything they can to take away this freedom from you, so act fast. Cryptocurrencies are something that Warren Buffett says is not a viable or valuable investment. In fact, to quote him directly, "Now, if you told me you own all the Bitcoin in the world and you offered it to me for $25, I wouldn't take it because what would I do with it?
What is it about Bitcoin that gets you guys so fired up?
Well, when you buy a farm, you look at the crop every year and what prices are, and you decide whether it was a satisfactory investment. I mean, you look to the asset itself and what it produces for you. When we buy a business, we look at what the business earns and decide how we feel about it in terms of what we paid. But we are buying something that at the end of the period, we not only have what we bought in the first place, but we have something that the asset produced. And when you buy non-productive assets, all you're counting on is whether the next person is going to pay you more because they're even more excited about another next person coming along. But the asset itself is creating nothing.
I'm not going to sit here and explain all the arguments against that. He's 93 years old. Cutting some slack for not even knowing about new gen investments. Warren's partners, however, have a little bit of a different view. Berkshire Hathaway has invested heavily in a Bitcoin-related Brazilian fintech company, New Holdings, which has now made a cryptocurrency called Newcoin. Because of this, Buffett had invested $500 million in New Holdings for a Series G funding round before the company went public in December 2021. A few months later, Buffett increased his stake by another $250 million, resulting in his total investment being $750 million. Clearly, there's more than what meets the eye. Billionaires like Warren understand how to use money to their advantage. And if you want to be able to even scrape the surface, let alone excel financially, you need to learn how to do the same thing. The very obvious first steps would be to spend within respectable priorities. That's a given, but yet again, something I would personally advise is how to use credit properly. Before you go crazy and you take a 10k loan out the bank, just hold your horses for a minute. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, you need to read up on good debt, not just slaving away over banks at bad financial decisions. Warren Buffett has publicly said that he's fully against using credit and says they paved the way for high interest debt accumulation. Warren's generally against credit cards and he advocates for spending as much cash as possible. He advises people to start fresh with a more cash-centric approach.
I would say, avoid credit cards. Just forget about them. We're in various businesses that issue credit cards. The American public loves credit cards. But if you start revolving debt on credit cards, you're going to be paying 18 or 20%. And you can't make progress in your financial life going around borrowing money at 18 or 20%.
He wouldn't be wrong if you was an idiot. The number one rule when having a credit card is that no matter what circumstance, you always pay off in full. On time, every time. It's easier said than done, which is why it is not advised by me unless you have a stable source of income. Now that we have the basic rules out the way, it's time that we discuss some next level tactics. Everyone knows that there's no shortage of credit card companies, and because of this, all of them are competing for you to use their service. This is why it's smart to request fee waivers at the end of every annual payment. If they feel they're about to lose you at the end of every annual fee, they'll try everything to keep you. They may offer you additional points and higher loan limits for the future. Taking every single one of these advantages into account, it would be interesting to find out that Warren Buffett has huge investments in companies like Bank of America and American Express. It's very clear that the ultra wealthy keep their tactics very secluded on how they retain their wealth and get richer. There are many more smart ways to use your money, and if you want to stay in the loop, make sure to subscribe. Thank me later.